Hello friends, how are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel Health Q, the place where my mission is to motivate you to look at the brighter side of the health. Now, have you ever gone through this phase where you felt stress and anxiety anytime in your life? Guys, it happened to me sometimes back when this 21-day lockdown was announced. It really felt weird. I was not able to understand what's happening around me, but somewhere I felt something was wrong. And then gradually I realized that was the phase of stress and anxiety. That was related to the unknown. What's going to happen next? And that was the point I made a decision to work towards it. Yes, definitely I took some points, some steps that helped me out to move out of it very soon, but I'm still curious to understand that if somebody who is having some mental health issue or else is just going through this kind of mental state where he feels stress and anxiety, what should be done? And to address this point, with me today is Mrs Manika Sharma. Manika is founder and CEO of Think Zenith, and she is managing director of Twig to Tree Academia. Manika has been associated with the field of education and management. She is an entrepreneur, she is an educationist, and is a passionate meditator. She is a meditation volunteer at Heartfulness organization, as well as she is also a yoga instructor who has been practicing meditation and yoga past 17 years. Now, her profile requires a lot of work. Now, her work requires a lot of responsibilities, a lot of focus, a lot of energy, and there is actually no room for negativity, overwhelm, stress, and anxiety. And still, she is running her organization beautifully. Hence, I was curious to know how she managed with this situation in this time, and also how meditation was helpful for her. So, guys, come on, let's join me in this conversation with her, where I will ask her what she did to deal with the situation of stress and anxiety, how meditation is helping her to stay productive, stay happy, and stay at peace, and also how a beginner can start meditation. So let's join me in. Hello Manika, how are you doing?
Good, Meghna. How about you?
Just going on. So how are the days going on right now?
Oh, very different, very unique. I would say,
Right.
yeah, something that you go day by day. I think
Correct.
that's how you go around it.
Correct. I think now we are getting used to this. Initial days were more tough. Now we are actually trying to learn to how to stay and get this things normal, right? Is it the same with you?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to share one thing here. As I'm part of heartfulness practice,
Right.
and I have been doing it for so many years. There is
Sure.
a very, very apt situation that one of our guides had. So one of the founder members, he was called Lalaji.
Okay.
So he used to have some problem which was related to stomach issue.
Okay.
So he would get these pangs where it was very painful for him. But every time he would get it, he would sing bhajan.
Oh.
That is, yeah. So he would do that.
Okay.
And of course, people around knew that he was in pain. And one day,
Right.
one of his disciples asked him
Right.
that normally when people are in pain, they scream or they cry or they do
Correct.
something like that.
Correct.
But how come you sing bhajan?
Right.
So on that he said that, it is a natural course. It's a nature works like that. That anytime there is anything new has to be created.
Correct.
There is going to be turmoil. There is
Right.
going to be this restlessness to balance the energies.
Correct.
So that balancing of energy is going to make noise also.
Correct.
Now the choice is ours.
True.
Which kind of noise we make.
Correct. That's very true.
Yeah, so it's completely up to us that what is happening outside is not in our hands.
True.
But what
Absolutely,
we can do
100%.
is look at it the way we want to work with it. We can work on ourselves to get a better version of ourselves once the things are settled. Because
true.
I like looking at always a silver lining of the clouds.
True.
Yes, it is a phase, but it is all for our betterment. We just need to hang on. Things will get better.
Correct. So, Manika, I would like to ask you, when those initial days were there, where it looked more uncertain, and this was everything was new, right? Sudden lockdown and this new virus coming around, and suddenly everything just got standstill. How you dealt with that situation?
So I would tell you that at that point, the most important tool which came handy for me was meditation.
Correct.
Because as you very rightly said, see, everything was closed. All of
True.
a sudden, there was so much uncertainty.
True.
And so there are certain elements in our practice, and I made sure that I was doing that very regularly. And that got me through that phase in a positive way rather than getting stressed out.
Correct.
And of course, as a family as well, it was something that happened where all of us support each other.
True.
And that level of understanding comes into the picture, because it is, I think, over 17 years that me and my husband, we started together.
Right.
So our kids have been born in the system by themselves. They've always seen us meditating.
True.
So this is something that we took it as a family with a supporting tool of meditation. That helped us really going through the first phase of uncertainty.
So what if I ask this question in a reverse way to you, that if meditation wouldn't have been a part of your lifestyle as it is right now, how worse it would have gone?
Other than right now, there are so many days when me and my husband, we are walking and we're just having a chat, and we feel so grateful that we have this mode where we are able to be with our inner self, and we are able to pause, reflect ourselves, and continuously work on that. I don't think I can even imagine my life without it right now. I just can't. It has become so much what we are experiencing. But definitely being in an education space, I'm constantly in touch with parents, and I am in touch with their challenges and how they are struggling to deal with so many things, right?
True.
That is something that I always feel that this tool primarily is very, very underestimated.
Correct.
Tend to understand meditation in a very, very superficial level.
Exactly.
Because there is a way, there is a reason that it was something which our ancestors put into.
True.
And it is just like breathing.
Right.
But something that you need to experience.
Right. So the reason I asked you, because so many of our audience right now are going through the stress and anxiety, and I feel almost at least once this feeling would have come in everybody's head about what's going to happen next. Right now, since you are running an organization, you have a lot of financial responsibilities as well. You have the responsibility of your staff. So this situation has not only put us in scare in terms of our health, but also in terms of financial situation, right? So I just wanted to know, as you said very correctly, that meditation is considered as a very superficial thing. How a layman, or else a person who don't know anything about meditation, how we can explain them in just one word, or in short, what exactly is meditation?
See, when we are living our life, when we are living our day-to-day life, just think about it. When do you close your eyes?
As we sleep, something like that.
Yes, right. The only time we close our eyes is when we sleep. Now, one of the biggest challenges for many people, whenever they start meditation, even when we started meditation, we have the same thing. The moment you close your eyes, you don't know what to do.
Correct.
And there is this pool of thoughts which is there, and which all of a sudden is visible to you.
True.
But on the other hand, what we tend to forget, there is something called auto mode that I just want to talk to you about a little bit. The auto mode is just like your breathing, but on a mental level also, based on our belief system, our life is run on this auto mode, which is built on the perceptions that actually you have experienced in your first 10 years of your life. So this is the auto mode which is always playing a role. So when you are constantly outside, you are not taking that pause of reflecting or seeing that what exactly is happening around me. Because see, when we go through any experience, that experience might be a trigger coming from outside,
Correct.
or it might be something inside.
Correct.
But we are always used to of looking outside.
True.
Because of that, we don't even we don't even know how to look into ourselves and see what's happening there. Is it something that in my belief system which is playing the role in what I am experiencing, or is it really there?
Okay.
Many times what happens is that it is your belief system. Based on your perception. It is something that you as a child have observed, and that is the primary reason that I am a very, very big advocate that as parents, we need to make sure that we know how to handle this hormone, how to really work with it. Because if we are not aware of about our actions and why how they will be impacting the children, to fix something you need to be aware about.
Right.
So that awareness will not come until and unless you have taken that pause.
Right.
That pause is something which comes with your meditation, which otherwise you are constantly outside.
Right.
This is the time when you are consciously going inside. Because when you're sleeping, you are just sleeping.
True. Right.
So that's how.
Okay. So coming to the next question, Manika, when it comes to people who have already some mental health issue, or not even mental health issue, some pre-morbid situation like elderlies, right? So they are at more higher risk of getting COVID, and they are lonely. Some of them are not staying with their kids, and they have to stay dependent on others. And in the situation where people are not able to help themselves, it really becomes difficult for them to ask for help, and that leads to this anxiety based situation. So anything that you can suggest, absolutely, they are not meditators, I'm just talking about them, anything that you would suggest that can help out, they can do immediately?
Yes, so actually there are these tools which I will like to share with your audience. So they can go to, there's a website called heartfulness.org.
Okay.
They can go there. There is, once they will go on the screen, they will be seeing there is something called master classes.
Okay.
So in master classes, it's recorded sessions, but they will walk them through the way that they can literally at home without any charges, because this is an NGO which is running it.
True.
So once they go through these sessions, they will be able to see the change themselves. Because it's guided way where they're going to literally walk you through that how you can work on yourself when you are at home.
Right.
And there is also relaxation technique, which on the YouTube also is available. And from Heartfulness, there is a relaxation technique.
Okay.
You can even play that.
Okay.
And there are so many other things that, but see, that's the point that we forget about these things. The best tool ever, which is easily available, is music.
True.
Right? So pick the music that really relieves you. Just play it through.
True.
So that's, you can anytime, any day. Works.
Okay. Great. Okay, now the question comes for people like me who are willing to meditate, and this I have also spoken to you, I think once we met long time back, that okay, I want to start meditation, but somehow we are not able to start it. Okay, I still tried, and 2-3 things that bothered me, and I just wanted to get to know how to work with this. First is about your timings. What is the good time to do meditation? Is it the early morning time, or else night time, or it's something that you can do any time in a day? Second question, I'll just finish that. Second question is it okay to get thoughts when you meditate? Because when I close my eyes, even I tried with the guided meditation app, and although those things are guiding you, but still some thoughts always linger around your mind. So is it okay to get that? And third thing, what is the right feeling that you get after meditation? Because initially when you start, you actually don't make out the difference. Actually, exactly, it happened to me. I'm not sure it happens with everybody or not, but I know this, that when you practice this over a period of time, then you gradually start realizing the difference. So what to be done, so that what we can do so that we can get into that practice and make this as a part of our life.
Okay, so let's take one question at a time. So first thing, that, as you said, the time.
Yeah.
See, there is a reason that there were certain times of the day that were prescribed by our ancestors for, meditation. But looking at the current state of time, what is recommended is that if early morning is not something that you can do, then or later afternoon is also not something that you can work with, then you can pick one time of the day.
Okay.
Make sure then you stick to that time.
Right.
Because it is just like a clock, your body clock, right?
Correct.
So once you are doing the meditation, you have seen, that in my day, I know that 8 to 9 works perfectly for me.
Correct.
Now you have blocked that time. You can start with 10 minutes and you can slowly work it out. Okay. That is how you can go with it. Okay. This is the first thing. Right. Now, I'll also like to tell you here that why those times were recommended. Okay. Yeah, so actually, there is your morning time before dawn. That is one time which is suggested. Okay. Then again, 12 o'clock time is also there. Oh. Noon 12. Okay. The sun is right on the top. Okay. That is another time which is there. And then again, so if you will look at it, it is always the switch. Whenever in nature there is a switch, in the evening also, it's that switching time. Okay. So that is the time when your energies are aligned with nature's energy. Okay. So you have this help from the nature also at those particular times. And of course, if you are going to pick the evening time for that matter, if you are picking that time, by that time you have already gone through the whole day. You have experienced so many things. Right. Like you said, thoughts is something that is going to come. Correct. That's going to bother you more in the evening. Okay. So yes, suggested time is in the morning. But if you cannot, pick a comfortable time for you, but then stick to that time. Okay. That's what I recommend. Great. Now the second question that you said, thoughts. Now let me give you an example. Let's say that you are digging for water. What is the first thing you will get? Mud. Yeah. Right? Stones. Yeah. Pebbles. Yeah. Then slowly you reach a point where you're going to get to a still water. So what happens is your thoughts is the very top layer of your mind. Okay. Because the moment you're closing your eyes, that is the first thing that you are observing. True. But what you need to learn the art of is dipping a little bit deeper. Okay. Once you keep practicing, it does happen. It is something which happens. So from my personal experience, because there are many kind of meditation. You'll also have to understand this thing. But there are many different kind of meditation. The purpose of each and every meditation is different. Okay. Yes. So when you are breathing on the tip of the nose, it's different. When you are doing it over here, it is different. So every meditation has a different purpose. Okay. So whenever you're picking up a particular method meditation, let's practice it for a few days. Okay. Really speaking, 3 months. Practice it. See if this is something that works for you. Okay. And then you move ahead with it. Got it. Now, with heartfulness practice, because this is something for newcomers, which is not only newcomers, even when you have been practicing for so many years, in meditation you are going to come across so many experiences that cannot be made. Now, we have all around volunteer guides, or I'll say preceptors. Okay. So we have these preceptors, as I am the closest preceptor to you. Anyone who wants to get connected to a preceptor, they can do that. Okay. Now, any question, any experience that you are going through, you can contact them and they will answer it for you, or they will guide you. That is there any additional tool that you can use that can help? Correct. Now, one more thing I want to point out: generally, meditation is practiced by itself, right? And as you said, that it takes time for people to understand that how the thoughts function and slowly go deeper into them. But in heartfulness practice, there is something in evening, we call it a rejuvenation technique. Okay. Which is another term for that is cleaning technique. Okay. So in that, what happens is that once you have done that cleaning technique, in the evening it is done. So once you're done with your whole day's affair, you do that rejuvenation. And then in the morning you do your meditation. If you experience this flow, you yourself would see that how much difference it makes. It really has a very, very unique influence to itself.
Okay, got it.
So feel free to, get in touch with me. Or you can take the master classes as well.
Sure.
In master classes, the whole process is very beautifully explained.
Okay.
You will go through the whole experience yourself. And then on a daily basis, you can practice at home yourself. As I said, you can just start with 10 minutes.
True.
If you are a reader, then there is a book called Heartfulness Way on Amazon. It is easily available.
Okay.
And you can even get that book and read through it. It explains the whole concepts of how to meditate, why to meditate, and how to handle the stress and things like that. You can read that.
Sure. Definitely, I'll do that. Okay, one doubt here, Manika. What about if we do meditation at night before sleep?
So there are meditation practices which are done at night also.
Okay.
So in yoga there is something called Nidra Yoga. So it is not something that is not done. For this, I would say that you need to understand the meaning of meditation. That is something that will come into the picture. That what exactly meditation is.
True.
Now, when you are about to sleep in, as I said, that primarily reason that you are meditating is that you want to get connected to your inner self.
True.
You want to literally be with your inner self. But when it is by the time it is night time, you're already so much tired, it's not possible for you to really go into those states, right?
True.
So that's why when you are fresh, when you really have that energy into you, that's the time when it helps a lot.
Correct. And any environment modifications or anything that plays a role? Like you have disturbance around and then you can't meditate, something like that?
Nothing like that, but when you are a new meditator, when you are absolutely new meditator, you are still into that phase when you are trying to get connected to yourself, right?
True.
So it is preferable that you can find a spot which is, you feel that I won't be disturbed there, right?
Good.
Otherwise, because you're a new meditator, going in and out is a challenge.
Good.
Of course, after you have done it for so many years, even if there is a outside noise, doesn't bother to
True.
because they have already experienced those things. They have mastered that art of switching in and out. But as a new meditator, if you can find a spot in your house, then definitely why not?
Great. Got it. And one more thing, how one who is like the easiest or simplest way, if somebody watching this video today right now and wants to start meditation from today itself, what is that one thing that they can do, the easiest or simplest way that they can do in order to start the process or take that first step towards meditation practice?
Relaxation.
Okay.
The easiest part would be relaxation.
Okay.
So you can just gently close your eyes and bring your attention to your inner self.
Okay.
And then you just feel that the energy of Mother Earth is moving up your feet, relaxing the feet.
Okay.
And just imagine that the energy is moving up slowly to your body and relaxing every part of it. Finally, when you reach your mind, you just stay there for a little bit more time and enjoy that relaxed state. That is the first step you can take.
Okay.
But see, the point is that after so many years of our mind being in control, it's a little tricky.
Correct.
Right? So you need that external stimuli to keep you in that mode.
True.
So when you're playing something behind which is guiding you,
correct.
You hear the commands because now your mind is surrendered to that.
True.
mode.
True.
But if you don't have that surrender in yourself, then probably you won't even see. If you are able to do this by yourself, then probably you will be able to meditate by yourself.
Correct.
Because you already have that much rain on your mind.
Right.
That is the main key over here. So rather than your mind having rain on you,
Correct.
you have a rain on your mind.
Okay, so the last question, Manika. How much impact this meditation puts in your productivity?
Oh, so much. I'll give you when I realized it. Actually, I'll tell you the moment I realized it. So at that time, I was running my business, and one day it popped to me that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm running my business. I love to do the house chores myself, cooking and all things. I have 2 children, and then I'm also a trainer, meditation trainer, which is being a voluntary thing. Sometimes 3-4 people come in a day for one-on-one sessions as well. And I love reading. I love exploring multiple things. So these are continuous things in a day for me when I keep doing. And all of a sudden, one day I realized that when I was in college and my mom used to talk, that can you help here or whatever, we always think that there is no time. And then when I did my MBA, when I was it was only me and my husband, and I was doing my MBA. And I thought, I don't have time. So I was studying and I was handling my house as well. Then my son came into the picture, and again I said, I have more time. And when that moment I realized that now I'm handling so many things. What was I doing at that point of time? In college, or for that matter, when it was only 2 of us and I was just studying. What happened? How come 24 hours is still 24 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
What had actually happened? So that was the moment when I realized that what meditation really, how it literally enables work in more efficient way. So what happens really speaking is that now you have so much awareness and you have a rein on your mind. If you're working on something, you are right over there.
Correct.
So something which previously was taking you half an hour, 45 minutes, you're able to finish it within 10 or 15 minutes. Because the focus with which you are working and the accessibility of the data that you want from the site is very fast.
Okay.
So the processing speed of your mind is actually also impacted. That is also that comes into the picture. So that's how your time management skill becomes extremely faster.
Oh, great. Okay, so now before I end this, the last question. This can go actually very long because this is a very deep topic. But since we have time constraint, just one last question. How we can incorporate our kids into the meditation practice?
How do you incorporate your children to do anything in their life?
By doing with them.
When you are going to do it yourself, it will automatically come for them.
Right. Got it.
So many times we think that we're going to tell them and they'll do it. It doesn't work like that. When they see you doing something and they observe a transformation in you, they'll automatically do it. Because that becomes something that they have seen.
True.
That's how you tell them.
True.
Do it yourself, experience it yourself. They'll automatically do it.
Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Manika, thank you so very much for this insightful session. I think this is one of the best interview I have taken and I learned so much because honestly speaking, this is the area which I'm so much fascinated about. I've been trying doing meditation, but as I said, this beginner's mindset, I'm just not able to just stay on track. I try for some days and then I just lose the track. So I think now I'll make sure that I'll do it. And if I need help, I'll get back to you for sure.
Please, let's do it together. Let's try it this time. Let's do it together.
Sure, we'll do that.
You'll be able to continue.
Sure, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay, Manika, thank you so very much. Guys, please subscribe to Manika's Twig to Tree Academia YouTube channel also. Manika runs a very beautiful organization that is Twig to Tree Academia, a unique concept of education which has never been implemented before in our country. You should check it out that. And on that note, I will end this video here. See you in another video. Bye-bye.